So what we like to do is the Buffalo Naval Park likes to, our mission statement is 4 words that you can see behind me. We like to honor, educate, inspire, and preserve. And that has multiple facets, all right? We like to educate the public, especially those that have not served aboard in the Navy or the military. And of course, preserving our artifacts that we have. So it's a simple mission, but it encompasses quite a bit.
By the way, on behalf of Governor Kathy Hochul, again, welcome to the great state of New York, the city of Buffalo, and the Buffalo Naval and Erie County Naval and Services Park. If I could indulge you just a little bit with a story, and maybe it's on the educate piece. The last time I was at the Naval Park was to visit the USS Little Rock, and not the USS Little Rock you see parked outside, but USS Little Rock LCS-9 was commissioned in Buffalo, and it was the first vessel to be commissioned in Buffalo, I think, since the War of 1812. Okay, why Buffalo? And why in December? That's another story. But you may or may not know this. Back in 1974, when Little Rock was flagship for the 6th Fleet, there was a young lieutenant from Mississippi named Ray Mavis, who later on became governor of Mississippi and later became Secretary of the Navy. One of the prerogatives of the Secretary of the Navy is you can decide where, when, and how your ships are going to be commissioned. So he chose to have the USS Little Rock LCS-9 commissioned right next door to USS Little Rock CLG-4. Very, very interesting. Why do I bring this up? A little bit before that, now Ray Mavis, I may have talked to him once or twice because when I was a very young captain, I was director of the Navy Operations Center, and one of my duties was anytime something bad happened to take the phone call for it, and if it was really bad, I had to call the Chief of Naval Operations and the Secretary of the Navy so they knew about it before some reporter from the New York Times asked them about it. So days as a civilian, I work on the staff of the Chief of Naval Operations. Now, there's a few spaces between Admiral Franchetti and me on the org chart. I don't just walk into her office. I come across her every now and then. So on that thing, better to ask for forgiveness than beg for permission. Let me try this. On behalf of Admiral Lisa Franchetti, the Chief of Naval Operations, I welcome you to Buffalo, New York, and the Naval and Servicemen's Park. This is a great opportunity to cement the relationship between 2 great cities, formerly centers of maritime trade, now more tourist in nature, but the great city of Villefranche-sur-Mer, former home of the 6th Fleet, and Buffalo, New York, former absolute maritime center of the United States of America once upon a time, and now more of a tourist destination as well. So on behalf of Admiral Franchetti, welcome, have a wonderful time, and I look forward to meeting all of you later on. Thank you.
The timeline displayed on the 10 panels that you will see later tells a love story. The love story that has united Villefranche-sur-Mer and the US Navy for nearly 250 years. Since 2017, the same panels have been displayed on the walls of the Maritime Station, your former fleet landing, where tens of thousands of travelers arrive each year. This exhibition, which is called Once Upon a Time, the US Navy and Villefranche-sur-Mer, was made possible by the perseverance of the association's volunteers, especially Barry and Patricia Probst, as well as the dedication of the Buffalo and Erie County Naval Park leaders, particularly Shane Stephenson, and the generosity of donors who helped fund it. While the US Navy may have left Villefranche, it has never left its heart, our heart. The strong bonds forged over the years remain just as strong today, thanks to all of you here. Thank you for your attention.